I wasn't keen on the assignment when my editor first handed it to me. Do a feature on Major Rafe Ralph. There's been so many stories about Major Ralph, the colorful horse dealer who'd gone into the business of managing rock and roll stars. I mean, he'd personally discovered such disc names as Lenny Bronze, Clint Thigh, Matt Lust, and such vocal groups as the Fleshpots, the Muckrakers. There were always 5 or 6 up-and-coming rock stars living with him in his luxury flat in Mine Street, so it was naturally there I went to get my interview.
These rock and roll boys are big business now.
But it must be so very different going from horse trading to rock and roll singers.
Well, of course it is. I mean, horses have got a better ear for music. You ever seen a rock and roll singer, Miss Lisbon? I mean, have you ever seen one up close?
Well, no, I'm mostly on book reviewing.
Well, a good specimen. He's about 17 or 18 years old. About 5'10", fully extended, sagging to about 5'4" in the singing position. Points to look for are the forehead. Shouldn't be more than about half an inch of that. Plenty of mouth. The lower lip permanently slack and wherever possible fallen arches. They save a lot of trouble in mid-career, you know.
I suppose a nice musical singing voice is what you look out for as well, is that right?
I do, yes. First sign of that and out he goes, what?
To me, the most fascinating part is that you always house 5 or 6 of these rock and roll stars in your own home.
Well, it's not all that eccentric. I mean, some of them can be house-trained with a little patience. Would you like to see one? Get one for you.
Major, some rotten hands pinch the strings of my guitar, look.
You've got the guitar on back to front. How many times must I tell you the whole point's away from you?
So much to learn, so little time.
And you should know better than to enter this part of the flat. It's in your contract. Where the carpet begins, you halt. Now, which one are you, anyway?
Sue Rambo.
Not your real name, the name I gave you. For heaven's sake, I've embroidered on your T-shirt for you. Look there, man. Look there, there. Between the sunset and the coconut palms.
Oh, yeah. I'm Twit Conway.
Try and remember it in future. Come over here now. Come over here and meet this. Come on, faster, faster, faster.
Can't walk any faster. These crepe soles, I'm so high off the ground.
Steady yourself against the wall. What have you done to your blue jeans?
I had to cut the knees out, Major. I had to cut them out. They were so tight my kneecaps went all green.
Well, you're not going on television looking like that. You just borrow my fountain pen and ink and wear the flesh shows. I want you to meet this lady sitting in the armchair. She's from a newspaper.
Hello, I'm a journalist. My name is Nancy Lisbon. I should so much like to do a story on you. I mean, you as a person. Tell me, what does it feel like to suddenly find yourself a teenage idol?
Well, it don't make much difference, really. I mean, I was idle before I was a teenager.
No, what the lad is trying to say, Miss Lisbon, is that success has not spoiled him. He is still the same Twit he always was. Right, lad?
Yeah, that's what I should have said, yeah.
Of course, it's what you should have said. Now, don't be nervous, lad. Just remember our lessons on how to answer press questions. Just bear in mind what you've been told to say.
Well, Twit, do you want to stay a rock and roll singer all your life? I mean, what is your ultimate ambition?
We are just good friends.
That is the answer to another question. Remember, the answer to this one is, I want to become an all-round.
Oh, yeah. I want to become an all-round
entertainer.
Entertainer, yeah. My dream is one day to play Old Vic in Shakespeare.
How sweet. You're fond of Shakespeare? Are you fond of Shakespeare?
We are just good friends.
He's rather shy still. Just a sweet, lovable lad, natural, fun-loving, and a good son to his own mother and father. Tell Miss Lisbon how you look after your parents, Conway.
Who?
Your parents, your mother and father.
Oh, yeah, now that I've got some money, I've been able to move my old mum and dad into a small house.
I bet they're delighted.
No, they ain't. They was in a big house. It was the Major's idea. See, he said, you're a victim and I'll flog the leg.
Yes, I think Miss Lisbon has probably had enough. Okay. Now, well, Conway, back you go to your quarters. Tell Vincent Donny I'll be along very soon for some hip-twitching practice.
All right, sir. Well, goodbye, Miss Lisbon.
Goodbye, Twit. And if you think of anything further, here's my card. Well, I think I'd better be getting along too, Major.
Right, well, I'll see you to the front door. I trust, Miss Lisbon, you won't go and write one of those nasty, lurid stories about my kids. I mean, you saw Conway for yourself. He's just as normal and well-balanced as any other 17-year-old ex-plasterer's mate suddenly earning 1,000 quid a week.
Yes, it has made me think.
And don't you go making me out to be a sort of profiteering Svengali, will you? I mean, these boys stay here willingly, because to them I'm almost a second father. We enjoy a very beautiful relationship. Beautiful, Miss Lisbon, because it is based on trust, mutual trust.
It's a very rare quality in this modern world, Major.
It is indeed, yes. Don't touch the door now, but it's got 2,000 volts running through it. Well, good night, Miss Lisbon.
Good night, Major.